Arizona State University's Morrison Institute for Public Policy interviewed dozens of experts who care for people with chronic mental illness. A legal professional who was interviewed contrasted how we care for people with Alzheimer's with how we care for people experiencing chronic mental illness. We don't let people with Alzheimer's wander the streets until they do something illegal and end up in jail, or until they hurt themselves and end up in the hospital. Why don't we give people with chronic mental illness the level of care they need to avoid these negative outcomes? Through no fault of their own, people with chronic mental illness have recurrent crisis episodes when their symptoms are not well managed. They often end up cycling through our crisis systems, like emergency rooms and jails, and on the street. This revolving door can make their illnesses worse, often at major financial cost to the public. Providing permanent housing and individualized support services actually costs less than if a person with chronic mental illness experiences chronic homelessness. On average, it costs about $73,000 annually to provide housing, healthcare, and criminal justice services to a person with chronic mental illness who is experiencing chronic homelessness in Maricopa County. In comparison, those same services for a person with chronic mental illness who has permanent supportive housing cost about $52,000 on average. That's a difference of almost 29%. By providing permanent supporting housing with appropriate support to people with chronic mental illness in Maricopa County, the public could be saving about $21,000 per person per year.